All right, it's RGA Weekly Webinar time. Doug Smith, Duane Plapp. This week, we want to talk about upsell. So first off, we need to have your patented cha-ching. How are you, sir?
Good morning, cha-ching, baby.
Good deal. Hey, upsell. And I love when we have real examples to be able to talk about. Great example here. We both know Matt, Cincinnati Window and Floor Coverings. Matt's been my flooring guy for 10 years. We're doing a lot of new updates in the house. And one of his installers who did a phenomenal job on our new wood stairs going down the basement, by the way, the kid like kicked butt. He's talking to my wife and I at the end, and we're getting a lot of kitchen stuff done, and our hardwood floors are all kind of jacked up. And he says, by the way, on the side, I do hardwood flooring cleaning. So when you're done with all of this, I could come out and really clean and make these floors pop, and it'll match all the new stuff that you're doing. Well, my wife instantly sold. I had no say. She's like, that's great. How much? He gave a ballpark. He measured it. Boom, he's booked. And it was, if he didn't open his mouth, he saw an opportunity. He stated his benefit. Boom, sold. If he kept his mouth shut, which is what a lot of people do, they miss those opportunities, he wouldn't have had that business. So upselling. What tips would you have for people to open up their mouth and talk to their current clients for a chance to get additional business?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, I've got a nice story. Okay. Probably the king of upselling of all time was probably McDonald's. McDonald's, okay, had a promotion going on back probably 25 years ago. And when you went through the drive-through window, you would order your stuff, and those things, they didn't have the combo stuff. They just simply would have you buy a hamburger or whatever. And so they changed the program, and so they had every single person who was on the call when you were taking your call, and they would ask, do you want fries with that? And by asking that upsell, fries with that, they actually sold something like $100 million more business off of that one thing, saying, do you want fries with that? With a number of people saying, oh yeah, good idea. So we had a thing in our retail store. If you upsold, okay, we actually gave you a percentage of the sale of the profit off that upsell. I was huge on upselling because you can triple, quadruple your business just by upselling. One of the stories I had, and I kind of humorous. The guys were saying, oh, well, but you know, that won't really. I said, here, guys, I will do the first upsell. So a guy walks in, and he just bought a boat from us, and he walks in and he said he's asking about life preservers. And so, you know, we got the life preservers that are, you know, $5 a piece, and you got the ones that are almost $100 a piece. And so I'm saying, okay, fine. We're looking at the $5 ones. I moved them up to the $100 ones. And then I said, by the way, as long as you're probably going to need an air horn. Okay. Oh, yeah. I said, and you're probably going to need some rope. He says, yeah. And you're probably going to need a paddle. So we bought a paddle. And we got done. We went from about a $25 sale to $1,300. Okay, just from upselling. And I says, guys, that's what I tell you what I'll do. Every time you do this, if you'll record it, I'll give you a % of the sale, because guess what? It'll make you money, but it also makes me a ton of more money, because the whole idea is if I get a guy in my store, I can upsell him. And I was in a store yesterday buying a pair of golf shoes. Not only did I not get upsold, I couldn't find anybody to wait on me. Okay. Although I went to another store because they didn't really have what I wanted, I went to another store. Not only did the guy upsell me, I ended up walking out there with 5 pairs of socks. Okay.
Yeah.
I got 5 pairs of socks at $10 a piece. So he did a $50 upsell off of me looking for a pair of golf shoes. That's what the difference is. He waited on me. Okay. Was waiting for me, showed me all the shoes, and picked up a whole 9 yards. And by the way, he probably got to use some socks. Oh yeah, look at those socks. He's going through the socks, the whole 9 yards. I ended up with 5 pair, $50 worth of socks.
In the restaurant space, where of course, Matt and I focus, my wife and daughter and I went to dinner last night. I got back from the new office late. They had a school meeting, and we were like, screw it, we're going to eat at a local restaurant. The waitress right out of the gate was, hey, would you be interested not just in an appetizer? She specifically named 3 appetizers. Then she's like, well, would you like this for dessert? She was upselling all the time, which is something in the restaurant space that just kills me, how the wait staff doesn't ask. They don't encourage you, like your McDonald's story. It's like you're missing out on those opportunities to just ask. They're already there. They're already buying from you. They know, like, and trust you at a certain level. Just ask.
Well, here's the thing. One of the things that kind of irritates me, because the people who do a lot of the upselling in restaurants do it what I call almost it's almost like an afterthought type of thing. And what I mean by that is this: I'm in there, I'm going to buy a steak, okay? So rather than saying, hey, man, why don't you get the salad with it, or why don't you get this here with it, or why don't you get this here and this here, okay, add some things to it. They wait till you get all done and say, after you're stuffed and you've already got, you couldn't eat any more steak, and you got the rest of the steak is in your to-go box. Do you want a dessert? Now, the obvious answer is no, I'm already so stuffed I can't move, so why would I want a dessert? You'd be better off. One of the ladies did this to me. I cracked me up. And this is what I call a good upsell. I'm at a restaurant. We're buying buffalo wings, and we had some wings and stuff like that, and we had some left over. And the lady says, well, would you want to get some more wings to go? I'm going, yeah, because there weren't enough wings for both of us to have dinner the next night. So yeah, that would be a good idea. So we ordered another order of wings to go. She almost doubled her sale because she made a comment, rather than saying, hey, do you want a dessert, which ain't going to happen. Why don't you buy some more wings? And that's what we did. And that's the thing is, rather than using the common thing that you always use, think out of the box a little bit. Okay, if the guy's taking something home, okay, maybe you might, take this here. And that's the name of the game. You got to be out of the box. Think of things that the person actually is going to buy. Don't just give him something that he, say, I'm going to upsell this guy and give him a dessert when he isn't going to buy one.
Yep, absolutely. And again, take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves with your current clients, like the flooring guy.
Exactly.
Perfect. Yeah, I give him all the credit in the world. That was the first thing I went, okay, I like you. I respect that. And he's going to make several $100.
Well, and if you're in the construction business, I mean, and you're sitting in a guy's house and you're not upselling, you're out of your mind, because there's so many things you could do in a guy's house. If you're sitting in a guy's house, and you're a plumber, for instance, okay, there's all kinds of things you could add to that thing. Or if you're like in Matt's case, which is probably the best hardwood floor guy in Cincinnati, okay, maybe in probably a regional area in the region, Matt Blaumeister. Cincinnati door and window, Cincinnati window, and when Cincinnati, what is this company's called?
Window and floor covering.
Yeah, Cincinnati. Take your store to your doors is slogan.
Right.
But he is probably the best in this part of the country, and he's a phenomenal guy. But the thing is, the whole key, and I guarantee you, he's upselling all the time. Knowing Matt, he's probably upselling all the time, and that's the name of the game. That's how you double and triple your business, is to actually upsell, because that guy's already, like you said, he's already got a level there of know, like, and trust, and might as well use that.
Yep. And the other thing, which is from the business standpoint, and it's okay to think this way, when you do those add-ons, that's typically pure profit. And there's nothing wrong with the word profit when you're in business.
Now, one of the other things I had one of my clients doing, they were in the hairstyling business, and they were trying to figure out some way to get referrals. And they were going to say, well, let's discount this hair design, or your hair getting hair done. I said, no, do a upsell. She said, what do you mean? I says, well, if you give me a referral, I'll, instead of, I'll give you your normal, your hairstyling, but I'll tell you what, I'll give you a facial. Well, then guess what? The person gives her a referral. She gets a facial, which is for free. But then the next time in, she liked the facial so much, she's now buying that facial. And that's another thing. That's another way of upselling and getting more business out of it, and a referral at the same time. So use those things for your benefit.
Excellent. Good stuff, as always. I hope the weekend's supposed to be nice. You and Mama Plapp have yourself a good weekend. And
well, one more thing.
Yeah, go for it.
We're celebrating our 51st anniversary this weekend on Sunday. And we didn't get the opportunity to celebrate our 50th because of this idiot thing going on with this pandemic. So we're going to celebrate our 51st as this was our 50th. So if you want to send me a thing saying happy 51st anniversary, Duane.
That is a big time. And actually, there's something else that we have in common. My wife and I celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary on Monday. So see?
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Birds
Somehow,
birds of a feather flock together, baby.
you know what? There's just more and more we talk, more and more you and I have a lot in
That's
common.
awesome.
So that's awesome.
Isn't that called your, so your 25th is what, your diamond, or what do they call that?
You know what? I'm not sure. Is it silver? I don't know. I have
Silver,
no idea.
I think the 50 is the diamond.
Yeah, well, then you better go buy a big diamond.
Oh, shit. I mean, well, she's got so many diamonds now she can't see straight. And she don't wear half of them now because she's actually starting to give them to our grandkids.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, there you go. They're going to like it. Oh, someone just commented 25th is silver. So, yes, thank you so much. And thank you, Ryan tuned in. A couple other, it just says Facebook user.
Ask him what the 50th is then.
No, 50 is gold. So 50 is gold.
Well, I don't
so you better go buy some gold.
Thank God. What's the diamond one?
I have no idea. We'll see. Apparently, someone who's just under the label Facebook user is adept at this. Either that or they're Googling. But so there. I'm silver, you're gold.
Cha-ching, baby.
Cha-ching. You have a great weekend. Enjoy it. And I'll see you on Monday at the new digs.
Cha-ching, baby. Have a nice day.
Thanks, sir.
All right.
Bye.